What is up, guys? Welcome to Gateway 10. Today we're going to talk about Avengers Infinity War, one of the most anticipated movies ever, and the 10 biggest reasons you should be hyped about it.
To the back.
Some of the stuff we're going to cover are speculative, so take this list with a grain of salt. Now let's dive right in. Starting off, at number 10, we have Peter Dinklage's mystery role in the movie. Dinklage was in talks to join the already extensive cast of Infinity War since January 2017. When the latest major poster came out, we finally got confirmation that he will in fact be in the film. As you can see, he is listed right between Idris Elba and Benedict Wong. Even though we have almost no clue as to which character he's portraying, we're really excited to find out, as it is certain that he will steal every scene he's in.
I drink and I know things.
Images of Dinklage getting his hair dyed in red appeared last year, leading many fans to believe he was joining Infinity War as Pip the Troll. The character is a hard-drinking bit of comic relief who frequently hangs around Adam Warlock, a major player in the comic book Infinity Stories who was teased at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I think I shall call him Adam.
We assume that Dinklage will be playing one of Thanos' children, possibly the Black Dwarf. However, as we don't want to jump to conclusions, we'll leave his role to our imagination, hoping to get surprised when the movie comes out. At number 9, we have the possible appearance of Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is coming out in 2019, and it is likely that we'll get a brief introduction to her character in Infinity War. Since she's basically the Wonder Woman of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, her role is going to be very crucial in the battle against Thanos. Back in 2016, Brie Larson was chosen for the role, and her movie is being filmed right now.
The newest person joining us, Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson!
And even though she's not mentioned in the cast, it is possible that the Russo brothers want to keep her as a pleasant surprise. Not to mention that the director duo recently shared a picture of the character on Twitter, so there is a strong indication that we will see her in the movie. Number 8. Stormbreaker. After the destruction of Mjolnir in Ragnarok, it was expected that Thor would find a new godly weapon for Infinity War. We've seen a clip of Thor forging something with lightning, and we think that it might be the Stormbreaker. Evidence towards this includes recent toy line sneak peeks, which gives us a good look at Thor's new axe. A look at the packaging for the Stormbreaker toy also shows the name, as well as a good look at the shape of the weapon, which has an axe head on one side and a hammer on the other. Number 7. Alan Silvestri returns to compose the film's original soundtrack. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has had numerous composers come and go who have provided a big palette of themes throughout the years. However, none of these themes are as memorable as the original Avengers theme composed by Alan Silvestri back in 2012, and the composer is returning to score the biggest installment in the series yet. So we are expecting a big, epic, heroic, and possibly dark score this time, that could actually influence future superhero scores, especially in the Marvel Universe. Number 6. The Black Order, Thanos' ruthless supervillain team. The group comprises of Thanos' adoptive children, Corvus Glaive, Ebony Maw, Proxima Midnight, and Black Dwarf. Corvus Glaive is Thanos' most liked general. He has enhanced strength, high speed, heavy endurance, and high durability. The weapon he uses is a bladed pike, which can cut through almost anything. It is known that whenever Corvus Glaive has his weapon in his hands, he becomes nearly immortal. Proxima Midnight is a master in hand-to-hand combat and is nearly invulnerable. She is also the beloved wife of Corvus Glaive and uses a lance, which can transform into unavoidable toxic light beams. Ebony Maw is a being with genius level of intellect and is an expert in persuasion. Maw utilizes a teleportation device and also a force field generator as weapons or in-hand instruments for his practices. Black Dwarf is another one of the family members of Corvus Glaive, and he has an impenetrable body. Similarly to his brother Corvus, he has super strength as well as enhanced density. We are now stepping into the top 5 biggest reasons to be hyped about Infinity War, and we begin with the mysterious Soul Stone. Out of the 6 Infinity Stones, the Soul Stone is the only one we haven't seen yet, and we may finally see it in Avengers Infinity War. According to the lore, the Soul Stone allows the user to steal, control, manipulate, and alter living and dead souls. It is also the gateway to an idyllic pocket universe, and at full potential, it grants the user control over all life in the universe. The concept of a soul hasn't really been explored in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so we don't know how it'll be presented on screen. There's a lot of speculation as to where this stone is located, ranging from it being held by Heimdall to Tony Stark actually being the Soul Stone. According to the most plausible theory, the Soul Stone might be located in Wakanda, and as we saw in the trailers, it looks like the invasion and the first major battle is taking place there. Thus, we have a strong feeling that Thanos chose this place because he was after the Soul Stone. Number 4. Hela might actually be Mistress Death. In the comics, Death is actually a character, a cosmic entity who is mainly depicted as a skeleton cloaked in a black or purple robe, and sometimes appears as a human female. During an elaborate storyline in Captain Marvel, Thanos becomes determined to prove his love for Mistress Death by destroying all life in the universe. However, after he failed, Death abandons the character. Since Mistress Death is literally the personification of death and a really abstract entity, we assume that in Infinity War, if they decide to give Thanos a love interest, Hela will be the one. Being a powerful goddess of death herself, we believe she will fit the role perfectly. Evidence to support this speculation includes the video game Marvel Contest of Champions. In one of the monthly main event endings, we see Thanos and Hela together, depicting a romantic affection between the characters. In addition, we see Hela giving Thanos the final Infinity Stone for the Infinity Gauntlet, which can bring up even more theories as to where the final Infinity Stone may be. Number 3. The Big Team-Up. This is what we've all been waiting to see. The whole team, Earth's mightiest heroes against the biggest threat to the universe yet. We're expecting a battle like none we've seen before in the MCU, with high stakes and spectacular action. The ensemble cast is huge, and we're hoping every character gets to play an important role in the story. The Russo brothers have proven that they can craft an intriguing story with good action, so we should be expecting the same this time around. Number 2. The death of a major character. There are quite a few rumors that we will see a major character die in this installment, and since even Chris Evans has told in one of his interviews that his contract with Marvel is over, there is a chance that this might indeed be his final movie. Other than Captain America, according to fan speculations and based on Robert Downey Jr.'s previous interviews, in which he has always been extending his contract with Marvel, Iron Man might also meet his end in the hands of Thanos. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have the big baddie himself. Thanos has been teased for almost a decade now, and we will finally see him in action. The trailers gave us a taste of what's to come, and it looks like this time, the villain will give the Avengers a really hard time, and maybe even defeat them. Since we know almost nothing about him from the previous films, we hope the movie will explore Thanos' backstory, and at last reveal to us how he became so powerful, and what his ultimate purpose is. It is worth mentioning, however, that the villains in the MCU can often be one-dimensional, boring characters, and we do hope that this time they do justice to a huge villain like Thanos.
Dread it, run from it. The end is near.
So this is it, guys, our top 10 things to be hyped about Infinity War. Please comment below if you agree with this list or if you would like to add some other things. We would love to hear your thoughts. With a movie of this scale, opinions will always vary. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Link is in the description. Until next time, stay epic!
To the back.